What if the greatest illusion we've ever been taught is time itself? Not time as a tool, but time as a place we live inside of. Because look closely, almost no one is actually here. We are either remembering, replaying, regretting, or we are projecting, planning, fearing, but rarely are we just here. So what would it look like if a whole civilization stepped out of that loop? Not partially, not occasionally, but fully. A civilization living in the now. Not in the past, where identity is built from memory. Not in imagined futures, where fear disguises itself as preparation. But here, this breath, this moment, unfiltered, unheld, unforced. And no, this doesn't mean people stop living. They would still work, still build, still create. Cities would still rise, music would still be made, ideas would still move through minds. But something massive would be gone. The noise, that constant invisible layer of tension beneath everything. The background voice that never stops speaking. The quiet anxiety that becomes so normal, you forget it's even there. Imagine making decisions without rehearsing every possible outcome, without arguing with yourself before you even begin, without the need to be certain before taking a step. In a present civilization, decisions wouldn't come from pressure, they would come from clarity. Action wouldn't be forced, it would be obvious, like reaching for water when you're thirsty. No hesitation, no inner conflict, no fragmentation, just movement. And emotions would still exist. Nothing is being removed here. Sadness would still visit, joy would still rise, anger would still move through the body. But here's the difference. They wouldn't be stored. They wouldn't become identity. They wouldn't turn into stories like, this is who I am. This always happens to me. This is how life is. Instead, they would pass like weather, felt fully, honored completely, but never held longer than their natural rhythm. Imagine that, feeling something deeply without needing to carry it forever. Now look at relationships, because this is where it changes everything. Most people don't actually listen. They interpret, they filter, they react based on memory. But in a present civilization, listening would be real. No past wounds distorting the moment, no waiting for your turn to speak, no silent defense mechanisms running in the background, just presence. And from that presence, connection becomes simple. Not easy, but simple, because there's nothing else in the way. And the mind doesn't disappear. That's the misconception. Thinking still exists, but it returns to its proper role, the tool used when needed and silent when not. Imagine that. A mind that doesn't speak unless it has something useful to say. No constant commentary, no looping thoughts, no unconscious narration of your entire life. Just quiet until it's time to think. And no, this doesn't create a perfect world. There would still be challenges, still uncertainty, still change, but the suffering, the unnecessary suffering created by resistance would begin to dissolve, because most of what weighs us down isn't life itself. It's the friction between what is and what we think should be. Remove that friction and something surprising happens. Life becomes lighter, not because everything is easy, but because nothing is being carried that doesn't need to be. Less holding, less resisting, less noise. And when you really feel into this, you start to see something deeper. This isn't about fixing the world, it's about perception. Because the moment has never been broken, only our relationship to it. And maybe, just maybe, this doesn't begin with a civilization, because civilizations are just collections of individuals. So it begins with one person who stops running, one person who sees clearly that the past is memory and the future is imagination, and that all of life is unfolding right here. No chasing, no escaping, no becoming, just being, breathing, without trying to control what comes next. Living without needing the moment to be different than it is. And in that space, something quiet but powerful emerges. Peace that doesn't depend on circumstances. Clarity that doesn't come from thinking. And a life that feels like it's actually being lived. Nothing to chase, just this moment.